walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We made it. And let's go to the house. And let's go to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin strap. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them. He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We made it. And let's go to the house. And let's go to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Nope, game not over. Just getting started right here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E. Streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. It is Talk Your Team Tuesday, and you know I got a lot to talk about today. If you are a UConn men's fan, you got some stuff to talk today. And if you are the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champions of the world in women's college basketball, the South Carolina Gamecocks, and you got a lot to talk about too. Purdue, what happened to y'all last night, man? Come on. All that talk about the big man, all that talk about the shooters, and y'all let Hurley and them coach y'all out of a chip and play y'all out of a chip. So, man, I tell you what, a lot. Oh, man, what's up, MP? What's going on, man? Mike Patton Network joining us. Ray Lewis opening is awesome. I love it, man. That's my hype song. That's my hype music. That's what it do. I'm hearing that. The Gamecocks are going to be even better next year, man. Tressa. I ain't going to lie. I got on her late. I was not there from the beginning. But about 4-5 games ago, I start seeing this young rook come in and change the game. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're going to be all right. So anyway, man, got a lot to talk about. You want to get your comments in, you can hit them up right here on YouTube. You can hit them up on Twitch. And, of course, we're live on Roku. Or you can text me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. I want to hear your comments. I will read them on the air. But you know we got to get to this. Drum roll, please. Got a little conundrum. I've already talked to 1+1 of my sponsors to find out how they wanted to handle this. Let's go to the board for the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Bracket Challenge. Let's go there. And we got to look at who won it all. Big Mike, I think this is the second year that you had it and it got away. I think this is the second year that Big Mike has had it and it got away on the championship game. That Andre Jones 7578F is not me. That's my son. That is my oldest son who won the bracket challenge by 5 points, 137-132 over Big Mike, and then by 14 points over Renee Mahaffey Harris. Preston Love, and then of course it goes down from there. Stephanie Bisco coming in at number 6. I see you, Stephanie. But anyway, so of course when I saw that, like, oh my God, they're gonna think I cheated. They're gonna think it's nepotism. They're gonna think it's a family affair. No, y'all know how the brackets work. There was absolutely no way that I could have cheated to allow my son to win. There was no way he could have changed his bracket after they locked down on that respective day. So technically, he is the winner. Now, what I've asked my sponsors is, A, did they have a problem with him winning? And B, if they felt okay paying it out. One sponsor said, we do one of two things. We either pay your son or we don't pay anybody because he technically won. And if you want to make sure that there's no impropriety or anything out, you just don't pay anything out. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then talked to another person and they said, your viewers know your heart. They know you're not going to rig the game to cheat. So if anybody gets paid, it's Andre Jones Jr. And I'm kind of feeling that. I know he's chomping at the bit for the money, but I'm also willing to hear your thoughts. So anyway, right now, Andre Jones Jr., winner. Mike Riggins, Big Mike, number 2. Renee Mahaffey Harris, number 3. Preston Love, number 4. Christina Harden, number 5. And these are based on tiebreakers. Remember, at the end, you had to come up with a tiebreaker. So that's why, even though these people have the same score, they're in different order. Stephanie Bisco came in at number 6. Manu Troy came in at number 7. Number 8, myself. See, if I had been up there, Andre Jones blank, Andre Jones 2, or Andre Jones 3, then this would be a no-brainer. At number 9, Chi-Town. Number 10, Amber. Number 11, CJ. Number 12, Milo. Number 13, Alexis. Number 14, Sheridan. Number 15, Emmanuel. 16, Delano. With all them Purdue's. CJ3, all mad. At number 18, number 19, Courtney Harden. And at number 20, Stephanie Love. So that's what we got. So what are your thoughts? Pay the son, don't pay the son. What are y'all thoughts? Let me stop sharing. I want to hear your thoughts. I'm listening. All right, let me get some comments. The general's rolling with me today. So I feel good about this show already. No matter how it goes, I'm glad to have the general rolling with me. The Boilermakers didn't have any difference makers on the perimeter, and they let Edie get his, and no one else could do anything. I mean, it was a great approach by Hurley. I mean, he and his staff did a great job. Let the big man get his. He wasn't going to beat him one-on-one. It's not like he could fill it up for 3. And man, UConn was knocking that thing down inside and outside. And again, one man can't beat 4. MP says they got 2 more high school All-Americans coming next year to South Carolina, 6'2" forward and 5'9" point guard. Yeah, I know, man. I'm so happy for Coach Staley. I'm so happy for those ladies. Essence. Oh my God. Am I so happy for her? She said the revenge tour is over. And for those who don't know, I should pull it up, but I don't have access to my Twitter. Let me go ahead and make this announcement too for those who don't know. I'm not on social media anymore. I'm not on any social media platforms anymore. If you're looking for me on Facebook, I have not blocked you. I've deactivated my account. If you're looking for me on Instagram, I have not blocked you. I've deactivated my account. If you're looking for me on Twitter, I am there because of 2 clients that I have. Coach Johnny Coles, HBCU Stroll, and Chris Gardner's Houston Roundball Review. But let me give you the shocker. I am no longer managing that page. That page is being managed by my intern, Kev, the producer. I literally told him I was deleting the app from my phone, and I wanted him to change the password so I could not even get in it if I want to. The reason being is I was spending way too much time scrolling on social media. I'm a businessman. I'm in production for a major film. I'm trying to, increase my income with my insurance company, and we're trying to make JM&E as great as it can be. So if you see a like or you see a post on Andre Jones /JM&E on Twitter, that is my trusted intern, Kev, the producer. And when he graduates, guess what? I'll find someone else to manage the platform for my clients. So, again, I want that out there because I don't hide anything. A lot of folks think that I'm hiding stuff. I'm being secretive and all that. And bro, I ain't got time. I'm on a mission. Do you hear me? I'm on a 7-figure mission. And if you ain't a part of that, then baby, I'm sorry. I'll holler at you when I get there. All right. All right. So anyway, I'm with you, MP. I want to see what they got. All right. What else we got? He says he wins, then he wins. Folks that know you don't play favorites. So that's it. That's it. So I appreciate that vote, man. Again, man, ain't no way you can fix the brackets. That's why we run it through CBSSports.com. And as soon as they come up with a better football pool, if you will, we'll run that through them as well. But right now, their thing is shaky. I'm not comfortable with it. So that's why we run that separate on the side. And even that's pretty transparent. So thank you, brother. I appreciate the love. MP says, also, Hurley's offense were more nuanced than Purdue's coach's offense. I really wanted the coach for Purdue to win one. He has literally been around for longer than Hurley on the NCAA March Madness level, but man, he has just never gotten there. And they really did bounce back from that first round loss last season, and then they had some early exits previously. So I really wanted him to get one, but he couldn't get it done. So there you go, man. Got to make adjustments. Did you know that they created a major for Joyce to join the Gamecocks? She was not going to go there because of not having her major. I think it was environmental engineering or something like that. Yeah, I read that. So what I've replaced social media scrolling with is some actual news. And I'm looking at real estate investments. I'm looking at crypto investments. Like, I'm putting my mind to a whole different deal. In fact, let me show y'all a book that I'm reading right now, and I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it for folks that are trying to shift their minds and get something more focused. Let me, boom, boom, boom. Can y'all see? No, you can't. It's John Maxwell's Leadership. The 11 essential changes every leader must embrace. And the number one thing in there is about what you do with your time and your attention. I can't keep scrolling and think I'm going to reach my goals in areas that have nothing to do with scrolling. I've got to focus on the things that will help me reach my goals, and that ain't social media. So for all who think that I'm trying to be something that I'm not and all that, please, I'm literally trying to shift my mind to reach my goals. And that's what it is. So again, for those who like to read and like to read good stuff, John C. Maxwell, Leadership, the 11 essential changes every leader must embrace. Man, I ain't playing. I ain't playing. So I am happy that Coach Staley, who is an advocate for her players and for young people, because she's still involved with the young lady Rivers, who transferred from South Carolina to North Carolina State. She's still involved in that young lady's life. Aaliyah Boston is gone, and her mom is still involved with the program, and she don't even have the child there. So let me tell you something, man. When you got coaches like that, bruh, you got everything you need. All right, MP, noted. I will email and hit your phone. Got to ask you a few things. Okay, no problem, MP. BS3, good afternoon, AJ. What's up, boss man? What's up, man? Painter runs motion offense, and that's it. He has no nuance outside of running a basic motion off. Yeah, that didn't work for him. If you notice the difference between the coaching last night and the coaching on Sunday, let me show you. Iowa jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Coach Staley refused to call a timeout. And then they got settled down. They got calmed down. They did what they were supposed to do instead of what they were trying to do. And then they got back in that thing, and then they pulled off. She had multiple defensive plans for Caitlin Clark, as she needed to. Caitlin Clark lit them up for 20 in the first quarter. And then in the second, when she switched Johnson on her, oh, baby, things changed immensely. And you got a lot of people who just started watching the game since Caitlin Clark has become a thing that wanted to say, oh, well, she lit them up for 30. So what's the big deal about Johnson only allowed her 7 points and shooting less than 30% against her when Johnson was the primary defender on her? So that tells me Johnson, and watch this, And Coach Staley didn't leave Johnson on her forever for the rest of the game. No, she used different looks on her, and it paid off. She didn't just dump the ball down to Cardosa. She didn't just depend on her big like Purdue did last night. They didn't have much of a game plan for getting their shooters open when their big either couldn't hit or was not available. The double team gave him problems. The big man for UConn gave him problems. The coach did not have enough adjustments available to get them over the hump, and it showed. So, hey, man, listen, I love the strategy of coaching. A lot of folks think that, coaches are just out there rolling the ball out and, because they got great players and all that. No, man, I love the strategy of coaches. I like coaches that know how to, move things around and adjust this and adjust that and make it happen. That's what we saw with Coach Staley. That's what we saw with Coach Hurley last night. And I don't care for Coach Hurley, but I got to give him his props, man. That man is amazing. He's a tacticianer. I mean, that young man got his thing together. And again, back-to-back chips. You can't sneeze at that. Can't sneeze at that. I wanted Purdue to win as well. Same here. Sup, Mike? Social media can be a huge distraction. And bro, listen, I don't have the time, man. I really don't. Like, I'm at an age that most folks are calling old. I had a person last night say, oh yeah, I was with these old people, 51 and 53. And I'm thinking like, well, dang, I must be really old because I'm older than them. So I really don't. I don't have time for giving as much time and my attention to social media as I did about a month ago, because I literally made this change about a month ago. So yeah, and hear me when I say Kev, the producer, and my interns have been with me for going on 3 years now. I trust them implicitly. So I can trust that Kevin can run my Twitter account as if he's me. Will he make some mistakes? Yeah, but he's 18 years old. So he's going to make some mistakes, and I'm not going to kill him for making those mistakes. I'm going to encourage him on how to not make those mistakes. I've said the same thing with my interns when we've had things wrong with the stats and all that. I'm not going to throw them under the bus. Never will I throw them under the bus. I'll just encourage them on how not to make those mistakes. Mike Patton said, I'm reading Jamel Hill's book. Oh, okay. Yeah, kick that out to me, bro. Kick that out to me. Let me see what she's talking about. Dawn Staley is a stand-up woman. Dawn Staley is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Mike Patton said 18 in the first and 7 for the rest of the game. I mean it, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, get them people their props. Give them people their props. All right, let's see what we got. That steal and layup before halftime by Raven was the beginning of the end for Iowa. That was poetic justice. And for those who don't know, go do some research. Look at the clip where last season in the Final Four, when Caitlin Clark backed off of Raven, backed off her. I think I called her Essence earlier. Forgive me. Raven backed off of her and then waved her off like, I ain't worried about her. She ain't gonna shoot. That stuck with Raven. That stuck with Raven for 365 days plus a few. And she did what she needed to do in the offseason, not to talk smack, but to get better. And oh yeah, by the way, it showed it. Well, she only had 7 points. It wasn't about her scoring against Caitlin Clark. It was about her locking Caitlin Clark down, which she did, and winning a chip with her team. And she did. She did what very few teams have done. UConn did it. Texas did it. Baylor did it. A couple of other teams, UConn's done it multiple times. And now South Carolina, been wire to wire, undefeated national champs. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. They're not. So I'm not going to, she didn't have enough points. Hey, listen, she got what she needed to help her team win. Hey, Donna Coleman-Holman, what's up, sis? Thank you for your service. Mike Patton said, I'm editing footage while listening right now, multitasking. Because see, I'm saying, imagine if you was on social media just scrolling. Man, you wouldn't be taking care of your business. And you know what I think about you, brother. You are a brilliant young man who's getting it in. I love your content. I love your work. I love you. And I mean that sincerely. Mike said, love watching Raven play, leadership and sticky defense. Man, defense wins championships. We've been saying that forever. And we literally saw it come to fruition on Sunday night. All right, let me take a break. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
This is a BS3 network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for
Let's Talk Monday. Woo!
Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. 4 men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Doc, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Hi, I'm Laura Williams coming to you from Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. Here we've got tons of inventory here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands, ranging from XT4s to XT6 and from CT4 to CT6. We've got tons of certified pre-owned inventory here. Come see us here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. You can contact Laura Williams at 281-224-3666.
My name is James Jeter, and I won $500 on the lunch money for keeping up with the Jonas Bracket Challenge.
Hey, we're back here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. And listen, it's Talk Your Team Tuesday. I ain't heard nothing from you, UConn fans. You better get your talk in, man. Again, when's the last time a team went back-to-back? Been a minute. Oh, my gosh. I cannot forget to talk about Coach Calipari leaving the Kentucky Wildcats to go to Arkansas? What? Coach Cal said, y'all gonna quit talking about my mama. That's what he said. That's what he said. Y'all gonna quit talking about my mama. Yeah, they have not gone on a deep run in the NCAA tournament since who knows when. But Coach Cal said, I'm gonna quit letting y'all play in my face, talk behind my back, and talk about my mama. So he said, I'll go to Arkansas where they have tons of NIL money, more than Kentucky. Yeah, they got a ton of money running through that basketball program down there in Arkansas, thanks to literally one family. So we'll see. Now, is he done with the 1-and-1 model? Are we going to see him start trying to develop players and going on big runs in the tournament? We'll see. I'm not mad at him, the young man. And Mike, I'm hearing from my sources down there that it's not the Walmart money. Walmart puts money in the school, not the sports program. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing from the people who track the money. So, but I'm telling you, man, there's a family, a big name family. I don't have it in front of me, but there's a big name family that donates money specifically for sports. and he's got that money available to him without the pressure of trying to live up to the hype of Kentucky. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about is Kentucky might be getting that snake from Alabama. I do not like Oates, man. When he talked about that girl dying a couple of years ago, wrong place, wrong time. I mean, come on, man. If you don't have a sensitive compassion for other people's lives, I don't give a darn how well you can coach X's and O's in basketball. I don't. I'm glad he didn't get the Ohio State job. I don't like who they got, but I definitely don't want him at Kentucky. I got an affinity for Kentucky. Kentucky was one of the first schools that I rocked with when I was a little dude, man. Dickie Beal was one of my guys. I'm telling you, man, Kenny Skywalker was one of my guys, man. I've been a Kentucky fan since long before Calipari, man, long before Calipari. So yeah, man, I don't want Nate Oates to be the head coach of Kentucky. So I hope you're right, Mike. I hope you're right. Nate Oates wrote a whole statement saying he's staying at Alabama and released it on social media. I ain't on social media, so I would not know. But I did inform my intern today to start sending me screenshots of what he's liking or what might be of interest to me and the show. So we'll see how that works. Keith Hennig said he'll have to wear a blue vest in Fayetteville. He better not. He better get that sweet. Ron Mercer was the reason I became a Kentucky. I'm telling you, man, Kentucky has such great history that I'm from the Midwest, grew up in Cincinnati. And, the Bearcats they were great before my time. My mother went there, so she was there with Oscar Robinson. So they were great before my time, and then they were great kind of after my time. So, and Ohio State basketball was, So, man, it was Kentucky. It was Kentucky for basketball and the Ohio State for football and some Notre Dame in that region. That's what it was. That's what it forever will be. All right. Mike Patton, you hilarious. John Calipari left the Crips and joined the Bloods. God dog it, boy. You know what? Only you would bring out that's brilliance right there. Turn something bad into something funny and something good. I love it. So anyway, good luck to Calipari down there. Going to be very interesting. Somebody sent me the way too early ESPN top 25 for women's college basketball, and surprisingly, Iowa is missing. I don't know. I'm not a big Bluter fan, the head coach of Iowa, but she gets her teams to the tournament and to the Final Four. So we'll see how that goes for her. Obviously, she won't have who, but I feel like she's a decent coach. I really do. I don't like her. She can't. Who is it? It's Lisa Bluter. Nah, you ain't coming in. Get off my yard. But she knows how to get her teams there. So I think that's the only thing missing from that top 25. But for me, watch this. My top 3 are these: South Carolina, UConn, and USC in that order. South Carolina, Gamecocks, Dawn Staley. She ain't leaving it. She's South Carolina. Number 2, UConn, and number 3, USC. And that's not the order they had. I know they didn't have USC up that high. They didn't have UConn up that high. So we'll see. All right, so let me get ready to wrap up, get out of here, man. It's about that time. Mike Patton said their post player is nice. Mike Patton said the black woman who was their post player. Yeah. Yep. She's going to the league too. That's what my eyes and my attention are going to be turned to now. Of course, NBA playoffs coming up. And WNBA draft. We already know who's going number 1. We're pretty sure who's going number 2. Number 3 or 4, it's got to be Cardoso. And then I'm going to be interested to see where Angel Reese is going, because that girl is working. That girl is in the lab right now, putting in some work with the same trainer that got Victor Wembanyama ready for the NBA. So I love that she is putting in the work. I think she's going to be a phenomenal pro. I'm not a hater. Rakia Jackson, that's another one. Very underrated in some estimations down there in Tennessee. Man, that girl can ball. That girl could ball. So yeah, it's gonna be nice, man, to see. I'm ready for the WNBA to expand. At least 2 more teams. Come on, man. 2 more teams. You got great players who are literally not even on rosters because you don't have room for everybody. You don't have room for everybody. Keith Hennick, I'm getting out of here. I haven't talked football. I know you don't like that. We'll talk a little bit tomorrow. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. So tune in tomorrow for Winning Wednesday right here on the Lunch Break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
Hi, I'm Laura Williams coming to you from Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. Here we've got tons of inventory here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands, ranging from XT4s to XT6 and from CT4 to CT6. We've got tons of certified pre-owned inventory here. Come see us here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. You can contact Laura Williams at 281-224-3666.
My name is JM&E, and I won $500 on the lunch money from the Keeping Up with the Joneses Bracket Challenge.
Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. Number 1, the U.S. set an April 12th deadline for flights to evacuate people from Haiti. Several U.S. airlines have suspended or plan to suspend service to the island nation. U.S. Congresswomen from Florida districts have called for the release of $40 million in federal aid to Haiti to combat the escalating violence. Number 2, millions of cicadas are set to emerge in the U.S. this spring, generating excitement and social media chatter. Despite their loud mating calls and large numbers, they pose minimal threat to humans. However, cicadas can cause damage to young trees and shrubs by laying eggs in the branches, which may weaken or kill them. The Department of Agriculture recommends protecting young plants with netting to prevent damage. Number 3. A new sexually transmitted disease has proven resistant to antibiotics. Mycoplasma genitalium, also known as M. genitalium, is a sexually transmitted bacterial infection. M. genitalium causes genital pain, bleeding, swelling, infertility, and miscarriage. Check out the newsletter to find out other reasons the new disease causes concern for doctors. Number 4, May 7th, 2023, in Tallahassee, Florida, a 56-year-old barber by the name of Calvin Riley was pulled over and arrested by police recruit Kirsten Oliver for refusing a sobriety test after being suspected of marijuana use. Body camera shows Oliver holding a bottle of liquor and then pouring out a liquid onto the street outside of Riley's Mercedes. Oliver then tossed the bottle onto the floorboard. A police report states Riley's DUI charge stems from an open container and alcohol breath. Oliver testified she was following department policy on impounding liquids but could not locate the specific policy. Riley's trial began April 5th and is ongoing. Number 5, the IRS generally has 3 years to audit tax returns, but this period can extend in specific cases, such as if income is underreported or foreign income is not reported. Audits typically occur within 12 to 18 months of filing. However, there is no time limit for audits if a return is not filed or if it's fraudulent. The IRS may request an extension of the limitations period during an audit. Our celebrity CPA to the stars, Katrina M. Kraft, has more details on this matter in today's newsletter. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Incorporating personal respite care breaks can lead to a life that is more harmonious and balanced. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with comedian Damon Williams, political contributor Cameron Riley, and producer Ahmed Gordon with special guest Dr. Jatali Bellinton as we talk about cryptocurrency, as well as today's top headlines and more. I'm Sybil Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.